Hey everyone, welcome back to Positive Game Haven, our little corner of the internet. I'm Crimson Blitz, and back to Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise. We have we have several more bosses to take on in here. And possibly some more trapped treasure chests, and hopefully something in here will give me what I need to move on into some of the other areas of this game that have still been closed off to me. I was talking with Celeste about this last night, and though I've been having fun with this seed, one of the things that's been kind of driving me nuts about it is the fact that there's going to be so much backtracking. Oh, hello. This is another early area boss. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go back through here again. I'm gonna have to go back through the Sylvan Cave, gonna have to go back through the lower Tower of Babel. Just a lot of going back to places I've already been because I was not able to find the key items I needed. Now I'll just throw that. And that wasn't too bad for a weaker weapon. We'll see how the dancing knife looks. Yep. That's kind of what I expected. Oh, yes! Got the tower key. So that gives me something else I can do. Taken me long enough to find another key item I can actually use to progress through things. Oh, no. Okay, that's not too bad, but still, Duber's gonna be hurt. Sorry, Duber, you just might not make it in this one. Dark Knight Cecil has an incredibly high attack power. And I don't think this is the scripted fight, so I just need to take him out as fast as I can. That wasn't too bad either. Yeah. Sorry, Duber. Get you in the next one. Throw one of these. Take a chance and maybe try and bring Duber back. That decision may come back to bite me. We'll see. Hopefully I can deal enough damage to bring him down here soon. Alright, let's throw one of these. There we go. Ha! Did it. That fight is usually scripted to where you just have to survive 3 of his attacks. But without that logic being enabled, it turns into gotta deal enough damage to take him out. Oh, there's the rat tail. That might unlock something. Okay. Of course, everything is hanging out for me towards the end of the game. Ugh. But we're getting things to move forward. That's what I want. Alright, so we have one more lunar boss to take out. And several more chests that I'm going to open to see if there's any more trap chests that will give us some key items as well. But yeah, we're like 3 screens away from the final boss of the game. I will probably use the pass. Okay. I don't think this will be too bad. But of course, wanting to complete everything in this game. Means I won't be actually taking on the final boss right now. Okay, yeah, this guy... This is Yang when he gets brainwashed. And he's... For the kind of character, or the kind of boss that I'd be taking out here, the stats don't really work too well so that Yang's much of a threat. And there's the Twin Harp. Everything was waiting for me at the end of the game, it seems. Oh my goodness. Alright, we will go 2 more screens. And see what else we can get. And then we will be on our way. But I'm glad we're finally getting the things that I need in order to complete this game. Oh man, Duber, you are dealing so much damage with that spoon. As funny as that sounds. I love these. I don't know if I've mentioned this in a previous video or not, but I mean, I played this game on the original Super Nintendo, or the original Super Nintendo cartridge, and I was just, I'd gotten to the point where I was just blazing through the game. Oh hey, I don't need to buy another adamant, yay! Okay, we'll get rid of that now. But I was just blazing through the game. I knew exactly where I needed to go, so I never actually read the dialogue anymore. I just kind of glanced through it because it's like, yeah, I know what they're saying. I know where I need to go. So I ended up playing this game for Celeste a couple of years back and playing the original Super Nintendo cartridge. Oh my goodness, I started actually reading what I was reading the dialogue for, and I just found out how rife with poor translation the game is. Oh, it is. It's so bad it's good kind of thing. And it's amazing how things have changed since... Man, when did this game come out? Must have been, I mean, at least 20 years ago. Things have changed a lot in gaming since then. I mean, even since... Oh, I'll take that. I will hold on to a pass. I'll get rid of that. Tiara. But even since... Ever since the... Even like back with the Atari... I mean, there are some games that are still incredibly fun with the Atari, but you take a look at them and it's like... A lot of them didn't really age too well. And even like a game like this... is kind of wrought with plot points. Because there's... Back when we were watching Pro Jared, he did a review of this game, and I was trying my best to be subjective as I was listening to his arguments, and he didn't really say too much good about the game in terms of its story. And I'm like, what's wrong with the story? The thing that I've always focused on is that it's a wonderful story about redemption. Because you have the main character, hey, there's the pan. I need that too. The main character, Cecil, starts out as a Dark Knight and starts finding himself incredibly... he finds himself incredibly conflicted with whether what he's doing is right or not. Okay, I don't remember if there's any... No, there aren't any more treasures. But he starts to question his loyalty to his king, and I mean, he's... You feel bad for him. He's just doing as he's told, but he knows what he's doing is wrong. But he's kind of a soldier to a fault. And once he brings it up, he ends up getting essentially banished. And then he finds out that who he thought he was serving wasn't who he thought. And then he becomes a paladin. So he goes away from his dark ways of being a Dark Knight to becoming a warrior of light. And it's just a wonderful redemptive story arc for that character. But there's a lot of stuff that Jared had pointed out that when I started thinking about it, it's like, okay, I can see the reason for that argument. There's betrayals that take place in this game, and you're like, okay, so whenever you find a character who has done something to betray his or her friends, it ends up coming out that, oh, nope, it actually wasn't him, he was brainwashed. And they use that as a trope through so much of the story that it's like, okay, yeah, I can see where this is going here. But I still love this game to pieces. If the fact that I play like one seed of this a week almost is any indicator. Alright, there's your rat tail. You give me the Luca key. Perfect. Okay, I've taken out all those bosses. Done with the Adamant Grotto. Alright. I think the first thing I'm going to do, it's going to be one of the faster things. Actually, two things that are going to be faster. I'm going to head up here to... No, I can't, because I need to see Yang in the underground. Okay, so we are going to head back into the underground. And we have two key items we can finally do things with here. We're going to go back to the lower Tower of Babel. We are incredibly overpowered for where we're going here. And we have the tower key, so let's take on the last boss that's in here and see what we can get. This is just going to be running back through here again because don't have anything else to do other than take out a boss. This was the thing I was saying about backtracking. A lot of backtracking. Thankfully, I don't need to make my way all the way to the end, because I need the tower key for in here. There we go. And who's in here? Oh, you guys. This is supposed to be another scripted fight. But I don't think these guys... Yeah, they're not going to last that long. For some of the scripted fights... I don't know exactly the health that they're supposed to have for some of these scripted battles, but their health is very equivalent to the boss that you're fighting in that spot. So ones like that where it's supposed to be a scripted fight and you're not supposed to kill them, when they show up there, even if it's still based on the script, you tend to kill them pretty quickly because their health is not what it used to be. Oop. That's what happens when I look away from what I'm doing. So now we're just going to leave. And we should get a key item on our... Or should. Not with this seed. But there's a chance we can get a key item here. Alright, we have completed the lower Tower of Babel. What I really need is like the Baron key. Again. That's not what I wanted. Actually, I should probably go sell stuff. Because my inventory is full. Didn't mean to walk by that. Let's go to the item shop, shall we? Okay. This is the next morning after my last recording, and I couldn't remember if I actually took the time to go name Duber again. Don't need that. Don't need that, or that, or that, or those. Actually, there's a lot of this stuff I don't really need anymore. Already have Bahamut. Nope. Wow, 5 cat claws. Didn't realize how many of those I was holding on to. Alright, so that should free up a lot of inventory space. And now let's go visit Yang again. And since I'm not going to be doing any fighting in there, I'm not even going to take the time to cast Float. I will just have everyone come out of there with only 1 point of health. Because it's going to save me some time. Because I now have the pan to wallop him with. Wake him up from his coma. Maybe they won't even have 1 point of health. There's not a lot of these along the way. Yeah, alright, that's not too bad. Alrighty, Yang. Got a present here for you. Bang! Mr. Duber. The original Duber. And glass hat. Oh, actually, that might be good, because you still have a bandana, mister. There we go. That'll help out some. Alright. Oh, I actually just realized I don't even have the means to beat the game yet. I haven't found that key item. Alright, yes, that is Eblin. So now we're going to head over... Here we go. There is one specific key item you need in order to beat the game. From what I've seen so far, there is not a seed that can't be beat. I think... wrong room. I think the logic for this prevents a key item from being placed behind the door that it's needed for, if that makes sense. Oh, hey, there's the Baron key. Alright, now we have just a whole ton of things being opened up for us, which is what I've been needing. Like, I know with the Legend of Zelda Randomized, they don't have the logic allows for the big key, or the boss key, to not be in the big chest that you need to have the boss key to open. So, we're going to be moving on to Baron here, and I'm pretty certain that the logic, because I need the Baron key in order to get into Baron, And I just have this feeling that the logic of the game does not allow for the Baron key to be locked behind a door that you need the Baron key to open. And, oh, fine. Go walk off. Wow, alright. I really am finding, like, much better gear oftentimes in the overworld than in the underground. Charm Claw. Ugh. That stuff's garbage. But you do need to have the Baron key to unlock this, because once control is wrangled away from who had control before, they're like, let's not let these guys be able to have weapons and armor anymore. Now it's time to infiltrate Baron Castle. And this should... No, wait, there's still 2 more characters. I'm forgetting one, yes. So this will give us another character. And at this point, my team is so strong that I don't know, even if I were to get Cecil, I don't know if I would keep him. Oh, hey, you can use the Protect. There we go. Because at this point, I don't think there's enough experience to make him even usable by the time I get to the end of the game. Unless I turned on random encounters, which I don't really want to. I don't think it's the most engaging gameplay to watch me just wander around trying to get into fights. But who knows? I may change my mind. I've been known to do that. Here we go. Time for one boss. Such militaristic sounding music. If you're Plague, you're gonna die so fast in this fight. Nope, you're pale dim. But still, you're gonna die really fast in this fight. Just saying. There we go. I don't remember if I fought... I don't remember if I fought Plague yet. But he's one of the lunar... Another pass, okay. He's one of the lunar subterrane bosses. And he is one of the most obnoxious bosses for you to find early on in the game when you're not strong enough to take him out. Are you the first Millen? Maybe. It is you. How do we want to do this? Actually, I don't think I've ever taken this guy out before. There we go. I hadn't actually taken him out before his ghasts. There we go. See, my guys are so overpowered here. Okay, so it did skip that script. Interesting. Oh, you're making me choose. Okay, oh, I don't know what I want to do. You know, I'm going to break away from what I usually do, and typically, if I get myself to have the team that you end the game with originally, being Cecil, Kane, Edge, Rosa, and Rydia, then I typically go with that team. And as you can see, I'm one character away from having done that again. So I think I will just say bye to Cecil. I have a good, strong team here. And I won't have to worry about leveling Cecil up. And what's in here? The package. Alright, that gives us another something to do. Okay, so we've infiltrated Baron. So we are just going to fly up north here to the Village of Mist. And do our thing here. So these are supposed to be bombs, and they're dancing ladies. You can randomize the sprite for that. Flaming dancing girls. What's the world coming to? And this is Porum. No, it's Pollum. Do your thing. I'm like... This is a scripted fight. You're not supposed to be able to beat him. I think I've tried even at this point and it hasn't worked. There we go. Do your thing. And didn't work. Okay, so... I am definitely going to say no to Pollum. Because Rydia is a way better black mage than he is right now. That's not going to save me too much time to fly over. And I think after this, I may have time to do one more, hopefully quick boss fight. And maybe get another key item. We'll see. And you are... Oh! This'll be quick. See ya. He is a very early boss and was just moved to a much earlier boss slot, so I knew he wasn't going to withstand much. Sorry, Pollum. Wow, I think this is the first time I've played this and every single character has had a different color palette for their sprite. There have been so many times where it's like, okay, I like this team I have, but I still have one person who only has their original color sprite, and it's disappointing. Because I'm weird that way. Alright, you know what? Let's go ahead and get you equipped with those. Really increase your attack power, and we'll just get rid of these. Oh, where did that come from? Random leather hat. Alright, I think I have time to go take out one more. So, again, we are going to head back to Baron. And we shall see who's waiting for me in the basement. Originally, you couldn't get through there because there were 2 guards in the way. Which is why you had to infiltrate instead. that Bacchus or Bacchus is probably the best thing that I got there, but that's not even something that I can use right now. Ooh, crystal. Best ring in the game. But at this point, I can't even use that item, because what it does is it makes your character, or whoever uses it, becomes berserk, which is like a trait for Bacchus or Bacchus wine, however that's pronounced. I always go Bacchus, so I'll just stick with that. But everyone has something that prevents that berserk ability from taking hold. And you are... Oh! Alright. Should be able to do this pretty quick. Maybe. I may eat those words. We'll find out. I don't know how magically strong the boss is supposed to be in this part. But just to be on the safe side, we are going to do that. And you know what? Let's just do good old Bahamut here. So the only way to really beat this boss is you have to reflect her spells away from her, because otherwise she just keeps healing herself. And if she shows up at a point when you don't have a character who can cast Wall on her, then it can make the fight really difficult to do. Hey, there we go. So yeah, I was hoping that was going to be a quick fight. What you got for me? A Gungner. Woo. Alright, my list is getting, or my checklist is getting a lot shorter now. You know what I haven't done yet? I have not moved this over to here, where I will actually use it. I don't need float anymore. Oh, fine. Don't let me just leave quickly. But that's going to be it for this video. We are narrowing in on the final episode. It may be another one or two with how strong my characters are. But yeah, we're close to the end here. So I hope you guys are enjoying this video series. And we will pick up here and head over to the magnetic cave. And then it's going to be back to the underground to finish the last place over there. And at that point, we should be able to take on the final boss. So I hope you guys are enjoying this video series. And the next one will be available soon. But until then, you guys, God bless. Live strong, Crimson.